everyone, it's Lika here, and in this video I will show you some of the new features of Power BI Desktop. There are a lot of useful ones in public preview and some of them are already available by default. After watching this video, you will know how to enable these preview features, updates about on-object interaction, what is File Explorer, and OneDrive and SharePoint integration with Power BI.
Let's start with enabling new features. New features are in the public preview first and they become officially available after some time. To enable them, click on File, then Options and Settings, Options, and Preview Features. Check the ones which interest you. In my case, I checked all of them, only this one is not. And after checking them, click OK. When you enable them first, restart will be required. Just close your Power BI file and open it. After that, they will be in. Before I explain new features, let's pay attention that some name changes were here for these buttons, like Report View and Model View are the same, but the Table View before it was called Data View. And actually, I agree with this name change because what we have in this category, we have tables, calculated tables, or tables that we transformed in the query editor and loaded in a data model. So, well, these are tables. And data still resides where it was in the source. First new feature I want to discuss is on-object interactions. You could already notice changes after opening up a Power BI file and selecting a visual. Formatting panes appear directly next to the visual. It resembles more formatting visuals in Excel. So you can click directly here and make changes. Changes in the fields, which fields you want to make visible in the visual, and changes also in the formatting, like you can select the fields that you want directly from here. Regarding adding data, you can either click on these data options and select another measure or dimensions, or you can still go to the data and drag and drop the fields from there to here. Well, these panes, if you remember, before they were available to the right side instead of next to the visual. You can still manipulate where you want them to be visible. For that, go to the view and then click on the panes feature. Like always show panes feature, that means these panes will be visible, and if you select the second option as well, then it will be like in the old way to the right side available. Somehow I like when this is here, so I turn this on and have it directly to this side together with other panes. And this was the update in September. You can see that whatever is open here, at the end you have the customize panes feature plus icon. So when you click on that, you can make selections which page features you want to be visible to this right side. I have selected now data formatting. The selection, of course, I can select, for example, synchronizing or so on. You can always close them if you don't want. And then you have everything arranged after each other. You will click on that and they will get open. However, if there is the situation that you want to see all of them open in the same time. That's very easily achievable by clicking on Control and then on the pane. So I have data open, then I will click on Control and then click on others. Let's click on all of them. So all of them are open at the same time. If you want to close them, just close. It will be closed from here as well, or you can minimize from this. Like sometimes this is even easier and efficient to work to change the fields because everything is here and I can directly, let's make an example, directly move the fields from there to here instead of taking them near the visual. So it's up to you. It's just the way you're working, whatever you prefer, but there are the options available. Either you can have them here or have them organized to the right side. Also, I will go to the new page to visualize it better. When you drag and drop some dimensional visual, well, I will take a cross measure here. It will show directly card because it identified that it's only one measure, so the card is the best visual in the situation. And I will turn this feature on next to the visual, so it is here. And when you check this, you can see that suggested type is on, it's active, so it suggests the types directly. Let's move the dimension there. Let's move the product data. So after I moved product dimension, that card became a column chart from Power BI suggestions. You can always make changes by yourself, and after you make changes, the suggested type will be turned off automatically. So either you can rely on that, on the suggestions, or you can make your own suggestions, and then you will supply fields in whichever category you like. You can open a formatting pane from here as well. More options, and you will see it here at the right side, or when you are in view, they are also here available, like format, select, deselect, and the same for other panes. Well, this is a quite handy feature. The next update is about Model Explorer. Model Explorer is in the public preview, and if you recall, I have nearly all of them enabled already. So let's go to the model view, and once it is enabled, you can see it directly here. In the data field here, I have the tables and I have the model. The Model Explorer gives full visibility of the data set, and it is also known as the semantic model, and it is mentioned here. This is the semantic model where you can see what has been done to your semantic model at a glance. So everything what you have in your model, you can see it here. So let's check it out in more details. This is the semantic model, and I have the calculation groups here. By the way, this is the biggest update in the October release, that calculation groups can be created directly in Power BI Desktop now, while before I was using the tabular editor to create them. Now it is possible to create them here. So efficiency first. Then the measures are organized well. This is a very small data model that I have, so I have just few measures for this sample. It's not near the real situations, for example, that I make at work, but it's sufficient. And at least in this data model, I have a very simple star schema. So always have this star schema, guys. Your fact table, and then you have the dimension tables. So all of these tables are visible here. The relationships, I have 4 relationships because I have 4-dimension tables and then 8 tables in total. Well, some of them are just formations and so on. So in this list, everything is here listed. Also, you can see that the icons were changed. Like this icon shows when there are relationships. For time intelligence, it has its own icons. Calculated tables have this table view with a calculator. So you can easily identify which ones are calculated tables and which one are coming from the query loaded from there. So this is without the calculator. And you can expand and see the metadata there as well, column fields, and so on. And also, well, partitions are here. And another handy thing here is that you can directly make changes as well. Like I will click on this table, this dimension for countries, and then these properties are visible. You can enter the synonyms directly here for the Q&A to find something in an easier way. You can select here your key column. It's not mandatory, however, it's good to identify which column in your table is the primary key. When you make a selection, so the country is the key column in this table, and then it will, here it is, dimension country, it will get the icon to identify primary keys directly at a glance. In advanced, it shows the storage mode. In my case, for this example, I have only the imported tables, so this is grayed out. I can't make changes. If I had the direct query as well, then I would have the composite models, and it would be possible to turn direct query into the import mode and so on. But this is not applicable in this case. From the model view, you can also make or update the relationships. Like in this relationships bucket here, just click one of them and you see the details here, which tables are related to each other, what is the cardinality, and what is the cross-filter direction. And you can open the relationship editor also from the button that is available here. So there are 3 ways at least to open this window. The last new feature I will show in this video is OneDrive and SharePoint integrations with Power BI Desktop. This was introduced in May 2023 for preview, so you can see it here as well. And now it is being enabled by default, well, unless your company disabled them. To use this, you need to be logged into your Microsoft account. Well, with this update, you can open reports from OneDrive and SharePoint, save your reports directly to OneDrive or SharePoint. You will have the list here when you are logged in, and share reports stored in OneDrive and SharePoint directly from Power BI Desktop. So after this important change, Power BI authors are able to use OneDrive and SharePoint to collaborate on their Power BI reports before publishing them through the Power BI service.
You learned 3 new features of Power BI Desktop. Let's start using them.